Welcome to the RavensSpace on YouTube. My name is Jason, and this is RavensSpace Daily, where we talk about Baltimore Ravens news every single weekday. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We have 3 news stories for you guys today, and one of them is very sad. Again, it feels like we're getting sad news all week, but one of them is sad. So we're going to hop in. Please subscribe to the RavensSpace on YouTube for more great Baltimore Ravens videos, including news and special features. Also, please check out our Patreon page, and a special shout out to our Patreon subscribers, because without you guys, none of this could happen. Let's hop right in to the first news story of the day, and it deals with Crocket Gilmore and his injury. Crocket Gilmore today got injured in the second day of training camp. People saw Crocket Gilmore walking off the field limping at the very end of training camp, and he threw his helmet to the ground in frustration. Now, it's one of these things where players do get injured a lot, and every time, all the time, even though they play, they still are injured. But they know their bodies, and when you see a player hit the ground real hard or throw their helmet to the ground, they know something's wrong. They know there's an issue. Same thing happened to Dennis Pitta when he got injured. He was so angry he was punching the ground, and I think the same thing happened to Crocket Gilmore. I think this is going to be more serious than the Ravens would like to let on. I do not think it's a season ender because I do believe he was able to walk off on his own merit, but he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, maybe 4 to 6. Again, when you limp off the field, but you're still so angry that you don't think you can get back, I think that's what happened. Now, I'm not an expert, but that's what all the stories are telling me, all the different things. So it sucks that Crocket Gilmore got hurt, and now we have a situation where the Baltimore Ravens are down another tight end. This is something that sucks. You can never predict things, and this is just a terrible situation. And now we see that you can never have too many players in the NFL. We want to get this tight end thing straightened up, but now we can't because one of our great tight ends, our greatest potential tight ends, was hurt. So let me know how you guys felt about Crocket Gilmore. I personally think that he was going to really compete for that #1 spot, but now this injury throws a wrench into his plans. And now we're going to move on to the next story of the day, and it deals with the training camp as a whole. And this was overheard from John Harbaugh today, yelling at the team because of the sloppy camp. I'll read you guys a quote from him. "We're behind schedule. You know why? Too many mistakes." And so, again, and now I'm going to go deep into a specific player. You guys might have been right when you guys were yelling at me about Colin Kaepernick, because Ryan Mallet had a terrible second day of camp. Ryan Mallet threw 5 interceptions and had 2 dropped interceptions. It even, prompted Terrell Suggs to say, "Marty, tell Mallett to throw to the guys in purple." It is tough, and it is only training camp, but 5 interceptions is never a good thing. I've never heard of a situation in any place in football where saying throwing 5 interceptions will help. So it just sucks how sloppy this day has been compared to the last day. And John Harbaugh talks about stacking good days on top of each other, and this was not a good day to be stacked. With this news of Mallett throwing 5 interceptions hurts me to the soul, because now I really feel like if Joe misses any time, we're going to be in big trouble, which I did not feel like that yesterday. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys have faith in Ryan Mallet? Let me know. Right now, I'm at a right? I don't really know. I did have more faith yesterday, but all of the negative press and comments, now I do not have that much faith. And then the last story of the day was a story that I think you guys who, are on the RavensSpace, and you guys who yelled at me about Marlon Humphrey, because I did not want to take Marlon Humphrey. I wanted to take O.J. Howard, which would have been a good pick right about now as well, but I wanted to take O.J. Howard, and you guys said no, watch Marlon Humphrey. And I've been hearing that Marlon Humphrey is having a great training camp so far, and he's looked like a veteran on the field, even though he's a rookie. Now, a lot of people might call that a cliche, and I understand that, but ESPN said that he had the best play of the day from camp, where he was able to intercept the pass thrown by Ryan Mallet. And so, he jumped the route and different things like that, but it shows that the Ravens are so sitting pretty at the defensive back position. And also it puts some pressure on Brandon Carr, because if you guys remember, in OTAs, Brandon Carr was not having a great OTA session. And now if Humphrey is having a good camp and Brandon Carr struggles a little bit, we might see some things change. I'm still going strong with my prediction that Brandon Carr will last throughout the end of the season, but I do think that this puts a little bit more uncertainty into that because Humphrey's having such a great camp, and I think Isaac Newsom may have picked a player that's going to develop into a good pro down the line. So if you guys are right about that, put in the comments below, hey Jason, so far I'm looking like I'm right, you suck, or whatever you want to say. If you are right, you deserve it, put it in the comments below. And now, like we do at the end of every single RavensSpace Daily, we're going to go to the mailbag question of the day. And this question comes from Justin, and Justin asks, who is our best secret weapon on defense? Thank you so much for your question, Justin, and I'm going to take the word secret right now. I'm going to play strong on that, because you could say somebody like a Judon, but he's not really secret, right? A lot of people saw him play and different things like that. And a lot of people do, you know, see him as a pass rusher option. My answer is Michael Pierce, and this is why. I know a lot of players outside of Baltimore see Brandon Williams and just think that Brandon Williams is the only answer we have at that 3-4 defensive tackle position. But when I saw Michael Pierce play last season, I thought he was excellent. And there was a lot of times where I thought he played better than Brandon Williams. Now, he's a little smaller than you would like in a traditional 3-4 defensive tackle, but because of that size, his pass rush ability makes him a great replacement for Brandon Williams. So when Brandon Williams needs a rest, or for example, if we're going against a Le'Veon Bell and you have to have Brandon Williams there on 1st and 2nd down, 3rd and long, maybe you throw in a Michael Pierce, and he's able to get pressure from the inside of the line. So I'm excited to see Michael Pierce play this year. He's one of my favorite Ravens as a young player. You know, I hope he continues to perform at a high level, because last year, other than Tavon Young, I thought he was the most impressive rookie on the team. So I'm super excited to see what happens. But that is our secret weapon, in my opinion, Michael Pierce. He'll be secret because he won't get as much playing time as other weapons, but he will maximize his playing time with his ability to pass rush as that 3-4 defensive tackle position. And that is the RavensSpace Daily for today. Sad news about Crocket Gilmore. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment below. If you guys like this, share this video. Let it get around. We appreciate it. Again, subscribe to the RavensSpace on YouTube for more great Baltimore Ravens content. Also, check out our Patreon page, check out our t-shirt store, and follow us on our social media at TheRavensSpace. Thank you guys so much, and go Ravens.